At the beginning of the story, the protagonist Yi Xiao is confronting his only best friend, who is also the antagonist, Wang Xiaoming. Xiaoming is holding a cursed sword in his hand. This sword grants its wielder immense power, but secretly corrupts their mind. Without hesitation, Xiaoming slashes toward Yi Xiao. But Yi Xiao is protected by Maochu. Yi Xiao tries to persuade Xiaoming to let go of the sword and return with him. But Xiaoming is already completely under its control. He declares that either he will bring back Yi Xiao's corpse, or Yi Xiao will follow him in death. Left with no other choice to prevent Xiaoming from harming the world, Yi Xiao is forced to personally end his life. After the battle, Xiaoming is utterly defeated, and everything seems to return to normal. Watching the person he respected most die by his own hands, Yi Xiao screams in agony under the pouring rain. This uncle is actually the famous comic author of Spirit Master. However, such a tragic ending sparks backlash from readers, as their favorite character has died. On top of that, the author hasn't released a new chapter for months, causing both the editorial team and the publisher to suffer under waves of complaints. Despite this, the author remains indifferent, since his series still tops the rankings, and he has no intention of changing his style. The studio and editors can only sigh and wait for the day he finally releases a new chapter. Facing criticism from readers, the author actually feels even more excited, because the fate of every character lies in his hands. That night, while he is working on new ideas, he suddenly receives a mysterious anonymous call. The time has come. Are you ready? I hope you can truly change fate. Thinking it was a wrong number, he dismisses it, but the moment the call ends, he is suddenly transported into another world. This place is Maochu Town on Donghua Island, and today is the day of the Spirit Master selection ceremony. With a philosophy of harmony and openness, the entire town has been bustling with preparations since early morning. The author finds himself transported directly into his own story. Inhabiting the side character Wang Xiaoming, he grumbles internally, wondering who dragged him into this world, confident that there's nothing here he doesn't already know. However, just as he excitedly stands on a railing to make a dramatic declaration, he slips and falls flat on his face. Frustrated, Xiaoming pulls out his notebook to scribble something down, but suddenly feels a sharp pain in his head, as if something has been reset. At that moment, a blue-haired young man approaches. It is none other than the protagonist, Yi Xiao. He asks whether Xiaoming is worried about the upcoming ceremony. Xiaoming confidently replies that everything is already within his control. Suddenly, a massive and magnificent airship flies overhead. Even though Xiaoming knew this scene would happen, he is still amazed by how spectacular it looks. The two rush toward the ceremony grounds. Xiaoming mutters to himself, "It's finally here. The Spirit Master Selection Day." The airship carries a group of cloaked and masked figures, the examiners. Below, a large crowd has gathered. Teenagers aged 16 can participate, and those who successfully hatch the strongest spirit beast will be selected to advance. This competition is extremely important to both Yi Xiao and Xiaoming. Since childhood, Yi Xiao has regarded Xiaoming as a brother, hoping they can pass together. Even the author himself feels moved by this bond. To increase his chances, Yi Xiao chooses a 2-star spirit egg. Just as written in the original story, he begins the hatching process. But according to the plot, he is destined to fail and switch eggs later. The villagers begin whispering, believing Yi Xiao to be the hope of the village. After observing for a while, Xiaoming finally joins. He hesitates between a no-star egg, the one Yi Xiao will eventually choose, or a 3-star egg nearby. Though that would change the story entirely. Seeing Yi Xiao still focused, Xiaoming wonders whether to try something different. Just then, someone finds a 2-star winged tiger egg. Xiaoming immediately snatches it. This is the same choice he made in the original plot. Before long, he successfully hatches a 2-star wind element winged tiger. The villagers cheer. Wang Xiaoming truly lives up to his reputation. Holding the tiger, Xiaoming tries to name it Big Fur, but the white tiger shakes its head wildly. Annoyed, he renames it Dumb Tiger. Suddenly, it lights up with joy and hugs him. The examiner announces that time is nearly up. Those who fail cannot participate again for 5 years. While most candidates succeed, Yi Xiao is still struggling with his 2-star egg. With only moments left, villagers begin mocking him as a former genius, who is now useless. Unwilling to give up, Yi Xiao finally switches at the last moment to a fluffy egg and successfully hatches Maochu, a no-star spirit beast. In the original story, this is his first companion. In this world, spirit beasts are ranked from 0 to 7 stars, with higher stars indicating greater power. They are categorized into elements like wind, fire, water, earth, metal, wood, light, and dark, with additional branches such as poison. Seeing Yi Xiao upset, Zhao Ming steps forward to comfort him. What are you so upset about? Didn't I teach you better than this? Yi Xiao admits he chose the wrong one in a moment of impulse. Zhao Ming scolds him, saying, "Remember this. There are no useless spirit beasts. Only useless spirit masters." Surprisingly, these blunt words quickly lift Yi Xiao's spirits. Zhao Ming then smashes the unhatched eggs and feeds them to his tiger. Since these eggs can purify a spirit beast's bloodline, the greatest cheat in the story. The leftovers are given to Mao Chu. Next comes the combat trial. Participants form teams of 2. But Zhao Ming boldly declares he will take on everyone alone. Though allowed, the examiner warns he could be disqualified. The others mock him, but Zhao Ming raises his hand in challenge. All 1-star spirit beasts charge at once. Zhao Ming orders his tiger to release a mist, obscuring everyone's vision. Using its innate ability, he controls the battlefield perfectly. Soon, only screams can be heard. When the mist clears, opponents lie scattered everywhere, while Zhao Ming and Dumb Tiger stand victorious. Yi Xiao is stunned by his friend's strength. Even the examiner is shocked, though puzzled by where Zhao Ming got a cape that makes him look like Saitama. Without question, Zhao Ming wins the only ticket from Maochu town and boards the airship to the eastern headquarters for the final trial. Meanwhile, Yi Xiao chooses to follow his own path instead. Before leaving, Zhao Ming waves and says, "Don't lose heart. I believe we'll meet again on Donghua Island. When that day comes, we'll drink and watch the moon together." That's a promise between men. Holding Maochu tightly, Yi Xiao vows that no matter what, he will reach Donghua Island, even if he has to crawl. On the flying ship, Zhao Ming leisurely revealed a faint smile. "Yi Xiao, you should just follow the original storyline and cultivate step by step. While I'll show every character in this world what a true shortcut really is, the path of a god ascending to the heavens." After boarding, Zhao Ming immediately changed into a luxurious outfit. He was confident. "In a world I created myself, what could possibly stand in my way?" He then took Dumb Tiger to the Spirit Envoy tribute testing room. On the way, he ran into a group of ruffians led by Brother Huang, who possessed a 2-star Spirit Envoy, a lizard, along with 2 nosy followers trailing behind him. They were blocking a weak guy to pick a fight. In the original story, Wang Xiaoming had met this man on the ship, even acknowledged him as his boss, and eventually fell into a dark fate. But now, things were different. Xiao Ming calmly walked past them with Dumb Tiger. "Don't mess with me, Brother Huang, or no one in heaven or earth will be able to save you." Yet with just that brief encounter, Brother Huang already wanted to recruit Xiao Ming as his lackey. Soon, Xiao Ming arrived at the testing room. Seeing that Dumb Tiger was hungry, he reassured it that they would eat after the test. In the world of Spirit Envoys, there were several ways to test attributes: inducing extreme fear to trigger latent potential, using a foul gray spirit flower to devour and expel the Spirit Envoy, or even extracting bodily fluids with needles. Hearing this, Dumb Tiger shivered in fear and immediately tried to run for its life. However, as it passed another testing room, it became fascinated by the jellyfish inside, thinking it had escaped danger. Dumb Tiger sighed in relief. Xiao Ming explained that this method wouldn't harm the body, but it involved probing internal channels with something called demonic tentacles. The next moment, a jellyfish grabbed Dumb Tiger's leg. Hearing its miserable cries, Xiao Ming could only encourage it to endure. After the ordeal, Dumb Tiger lay limp in Xiao Ming's arms, making weak noises. The results showed that its main attribute was wind, secondary attribute wood, with heaven-grade growth potential. They then headed to the dining hall. Sitting before a luxurious feast, Xiao Ming carefully observed Dumb Tiger. A winged tiger, wind as main, mutated wood as secondary, heaven-grade growth. That cheat really worked. But wood-type talents vary greatly. Who knows what this Dumb Tiger will evolve into? Lost in thought, Xiao Ming accidentally drank hot tea and burned his mouth. He immediately decided to switch to cold tea in the future. Dumb Tiger stuck out its tongue and licked his mouth, causing Xiao Ming to angrily smack it. "I'm not into animals." Furious, He stormed off, warning it to keep its distance. Suddenly, a few strands of purple hair sprouted on Xiao Ming's head, delighting Dumb Tiger. On the way, he met a bespectacled girl looking for the testing room. When she asked for directions, she was instantly stunned by his handsome appearance and long purple hair. Then ran away in embarrassment. Confused, Xiao Ming checked his reflection, and was shocked. Dumb Tiger had evolved a rare wood-type talent, 10,000 Trees Spring. The pinnacle of wood magic. It could not only heal wounds rapidly but also regrow hair. Next, Xiao Ming focused on his main objective aboard the ship. In a side story, he had once written that an ancient pill, the fusion spirit pill, was hidden somewhere on this ship, capable of merging and even raising them to 4 stars. Though he didn't remember why he created this plot point, it was now extremely useful, yet difficult to obtain due to tight security. As the ship approached Qing Island, a place rich in spiritual herbs, Xiao Ming was still unsure what to do when he saw the bespectacled girl being harassed by Brother Huang's group again. Brother Huang tried to seize her spirit envoy, and when she refused, he threatened to throw her off the ship. Though many people were outraged, no one dared intervene, not even the examiner. Xiao Ming stepped forward and openly challenged him. After some taunting, Brother Huang fused with his lizard spirit envoy, transforming into a lizard man. Though powerful, this pseudo-fusion was far inferior to a true fusion. When the lizard man attacked, Xiao Ming used Dumb Tiger's flight ability to evade and take the battle into the air. Confident in aerial combat, he had Dumb Tiger create clouds to obscure everyone's vision. The pilot thought they had flown into a cloud and accelerated, throwing the passengers into chaos. Using the mist, Xiao Ming struck unpredictably, forcing his opponent into a passive state. Once weakened, he dashed forward and delivered a decisive knockout, sending him crashing into the ship wall. As the mist cleared, Dumb Tiger had already secured the pill. Xiao Ming declared himself a righteous hero. I Wang Situ cannot stand by while evil runs rampant. The crowd cheered, calling him the purple-haired hero. The bespectacled girl admired him even more. Just then, an examiner named Da Jin Sheng, one of the 7 counselors, appeared to punish him. She demanded that he withstand 1 strike. If he survived, she would let him go. Knowing he couldn't, Xiao Ming put on a dramatic act, accusing them of ignoring injustice. Then, at the count of 3, he jumped off the ship. The crowd was shocked and outraged, praising him as a true hero driven to such extremes. Da Jin Sheng merely smiled. This kid is interesting. After jumping, Xiao Ming calmly flew using Dumb Tiger's wings. His goal was Qing Island, where abundant herbs could perfect the fusion spirit pill, and where another key piece of his plan awaited. Meanwhile, on the island, 3 girls saw him falling like a shooting star and made wishes. One of them, Bai Jia, wished for a place of her own, and someone who would bring light into her life. Elsewhere, in a bandit stronghold, a bald gang was selecting a new leader. A man named Yan Shang, marked with 3 red lines on his head, confidently took the seat, having gained recognition from the spirit envoy Lai Fengke. But just as he declared himself leader, something fell from the sky and knocked him out. When the dust settled, Xiao Ming was sitting in the leader's seat. The bald gang rushed forward with weapons, ready to attack, but the moment Xiao Ming stood up, threw off his cloak, and revealed his own shining bald head, the entire situation changed instantly. The bald brothers immediately became much friendlier. So you're bald too? Bald people under heaven are all one family. Right after that, the gale-rending birds suddenly stirred up a violent storm. The bald brothers panicked and shouted, "Xiao Ming, run!" Xiao Ming and Silly Tiger's expressions instantly turned dangerous. Just a spirit beast without a contract dares to provoke me? You're asking for death. What happened next was simple. The bird ended up being turned into roasted meat. The bandits enjoyed a hearty feast. In truth, everyone had long been fed up with that bird. With gale-rending dead, the question arose, who would be the new boss? Yan Shang quickly seized the opportunity. This hero is the heaven-chosen leader of our bald gang. As he spoke, he dropped to his knees and kowtowed repeatedly to Xiao Ming, praising the boss and wishing him immortal blessings. Yan Shang thought that with his family's 300-year-old flattery technique, he would surely be valued by the new leader. Unexpectedly, Xiao Ming kicked him straight into the latrine and ordered that once he woke up, he would be responsible for cleaning it for life. And just like that, Xiao Ming took on a new identity, the leader of the bald bandit gang. The next day would be his official inauguration. The bald men below looked up at their new leader and his close subordinates, and were dumbfounded to see that hair had grown back on their heads. To Xiao Ming, leading a group of bandits meant nothing. But for now, they could be useful for gathering medicinal herbs. The bald men knelt in worship, hoping they too would one day have long, flowing hair. Near the bandit camp was a village full of beautiful girls. Recently, they had noticed the bandits causing less trouble. While chatting, someone came asking where to buy herbs. Xiao Mai turned around, saw the newcomers' looks, and fainted on the spot. Another girl thought Xiao Mai was being bullied and rushed to help. But the moment she saw how handsome the formerly bald men looked with hair, her attitude changed instantly. She abandoned everything and followed them. Among them was a green-haired, green-eyed girl named Bai Jia. With a naive expression, she realized she had been left behind and hurried after them, only to trip and fall. Xiao Ming, observing from a tree, found himself inexplicably paying attention to her. He disliked foolish people the most. Yet there was a mysterious bloodline within her with extraordinary potential. But now that he was a bandit, how could he play the hero saving a beauty? While thinking, a small stone hit his leg. Below was a 2-star wood-type spirit, Stone Guardian, capable of turning things into stone. It was trying to knock fruit from the tree but kept missing and hitting itself instead. Seeing this, Bai Jia helped the two form a spirit contract, astonishing even Xiao Ming. Thanks to her special talent, she could easily bond with spirits. Even rare ones willingly formed contracts with her. The two then tried to use their abilities to gather fruit, but lacking control over spiritual power, they accidentally created a massive stone formation that split the entire tree in half. Xiao Ming quickly flew up with Silly Tiger to avoid disaster. Realizing it was time to appear, he planned to impress them with his looks. As Bai Jia and Xiao Gui felt sad about having no fruit to eat, Xiao Ming rode Silly Tiger to the top of the rocks and slowly descended, posing coolly with his back turned. However, he didn't realize the earlier explosion had torn his pants, exposing his backside. Yet he still pretended to be a master, lecturing that without proper control of spiritual power, talent would be wasted. But when he turned around, he discovered Bai Jia was completely focused on Silly Tiger, not listening to him at all. Annoyed at being overshadowed, Xiao Ming used a classic romantic drama move, pinning the girl against a wall. I am Wang Situ, a spirit master who travels the world. Before he could finish, all the hair on his head suddenly fell out, leaving him completely bald. He collapsed in embarrassment, wondering why it had to happen at that exact moment. Suddenly, Bai Jia reached out and touched his bald head. So cute. Are you this tiger's father? As he stood there humiliated, the other bald men also lost their hair and were being chased away by the village girls, who were furious at being deceived. Xiao Ming and his subordinates quickly fled, leaving Bai Jia and Xiao Gui staring blankly after them. The village girls rushed over and asked, Xiao Jia, did that guy with the torn pants do anything to you? Bai Jia replied, it's fine. Anyone who praises bald heads like that can't be a bad person. The next day, Xiao Ming stood on a platform, preaching his dream to the bald brothers, that one day everyone would have long, flowing hair. And that dream required everyone's effort. The crowd cheered endlessly. Even the green-haired girl and Xiao Gui joined in, leaving Xiao Ming utterly speechless. From then on, Bai Jia frequently visited the camp, bringing delicious food and even low-level spirit beasts to help. The camp gradually transformed, with the help of earth-type spirits. The stronghold became sturdier and more refined. Relations with the villagers improved as well. Soon, all the required spiritual herbs were gathered. Xiao Ming began refining the perfect spirit fusion pill, which would allow spirit masters and spirits to merge, marking the beginning of his God Ascension plan. Meanwhile, Bai Jia returned to the village and encountered Yi Xiao, who had joined a traveling militia group. At the plaza, she met others, Duan Chuan, skilled in archery, Gong Chunyue, who loved eating, and Big Brother Dolly, a giant beloved by children. The villagers were discussing the fame of their leader, Li Wei, who had come to eliminate the bald bandits. Hearing this, Bai Jia immediately defended Xiao Ming and his group, insisting they were good people. Many villagers agreed. However, a member of the group suspected her of being a spy, nearly causing conflict, until Gong Chunyue intervened. Li Wei temporarily calmed things down, claiming the villagers didn't yet understand the true nature of the bandits. He told Bai Jia that eliminating them was the only way to uphold justice. At that moment, Xiao Ming had successfully refined the perfect spirit fusion pill. He and Silly Tiger needed several hours to absorb it, so he ordered no one to disturb them. In the treasure vault of the Eastern Polar Island Conference, there was a strange item called the compass cart, capable of detecting ancient ruins, including the legendary heaven-piercing tower, which could traverse countless worlds. To open the tower required those with the bloodline of Emperor Xuanyuan. Only then could Xiao Ming find his way home, so he had to win the championship. He planned to split the pill in two, but Silly Tiger swallowed it first, sending him into a rage. Outside, Bai Jia rushed toward the camp with urgent news, but Li Hui's Aurora bird had been tracking her and discovered her actions. The militia was already on its way to attack, believing her to be an accomplice. Only Yi Xiao felt something was wrong and refused to believe she was evil. Li Wei praised his naivety but said he had the potential to become a pillar of justice, reminding him to stay resolute. They then prepared to launch a full assault on the bandit stronghold. Bai Jia reached the camp, but just as she arrived, a flaming arrow shot down and set the entire place ablaze. Amid the chaos, Zhou Hu's flame leopard appeared behind her, a beginner spirit master with a 2-star spirit. A fierce battle broke out. Yi Xiao's Mao Chu, now evolved into Mao Chu Cane, turned into a massive sphere and crashed down, destroying the stronghold. Believing victory was achieved, the leader ordered the remaining enemies captured. However, when they attacked the Grand Bald Fortress, they were shocked that their assault had no effect. Inside, Xiao Ming had completed his refinement, while Silly Tiger was still asleep. Suddenly, he heard noise outside. Looking out, he saw a shocking scene. Bandits and villagers tied together in a circle, with Bai Jia bound at the center. Zhou Hu loudly accused her, and even the villagers turned against her. Yi Xiao tried to stop it, but Li Wei refused, claiming anyone associated with bandits could not be innocent. Xiao Ming realized things had gone off script, but he couldn't act yet since Silly Tiger hadn't awakened. He could only stall for time. When Zhou Hu threatened to burn Bai Jia alive, Xiao Gui rushed out to save her but was blocked. Bai Jia endured silently, refusing to call for Xiao Ming, remembering his order not to disturb him. Seeing her courage, Xiao Ming could no longer hold back. Boom! He burst out of the fortress. I can't tolerate you any longer. Xiao Ming, upon landing, casually smashed Zhou Hu's face with a punch. Seeing this, Bai Jia and the bald-headed gang, Yang included, were moved to tears, thinking he had come to save them. But Xiao Ming said he was just in a bad mood and came down to kill a few bugs for entertainment. Before Xiao Ming could show off any further, the brute unleashed several toothed vines that lunged forward to bite relentlessly. This was the 2-star wood-type bloodthirsty vine spirit. Xiao Ming leapt into the air to dodge, only to be surrounded by Duan Chuan's 2-star poison-type bloodfire insects. The swarm self-destructed, turning the entire area into a sea of toxic green blood. It seemed like a direct hit, but Xiao Ming still managed to escape. Gong Chengyue drew his sword and attacked from behind. Startled, Xiao Ming turned around to face him. In the original story, Gong Chengyue was considered the second protagonist of the expedition team, famous for his ice sword technique. Although Xiao Ming dodged, one of his arms was frozen and had to be hidden beneath his cloak. Soon after, he realized there was another opponent possessing a 3-star light-type spirit that specifically countered wind-type abilities. Once caught by it, escape would be nearly impossible. At this moment, Xiao Ming could only hope Hu Nok would wake up soon. Just as he thought this, Le Hoi prepared to make his move. Xiao Ming's agility made it impossible for him to lock onto a target. Xiao Ming knew the weakness of this technique. It required time to aim. Le Hoi ordered his subordinates to hold Xiao Ming back. The brute immediately used his vines again. The bloodfire insects took to the air in pursuit, and the flame leopard unleashed a massive blaze. But Xiao Ming's lightning speed rendered all of it useless. The battlefield was too chaotic for Le Hoi to land a hit. So in anger he ordered Deep Tu to assist, facing the bandit leader's lightning-fast movements. Deep Tu recalled Xiao Ming's earlier advice, "Little fool. Don't rely on your eyes, use your brain. Analyze the enemy's rhythm and fighting style, especially when they change targets. That's the easiest way to predict their trajectory." At that moment, Gong Chengyue attacked again with his sword technique. Xiao Ming simply used the dragon claw grapple to neutralize him. Just then, Deep Tu's giant expanding sphere slammed into Xiao Ming, sending him crashing into a wall. His bones seemingly shattered. "Damn you, Deep, I wasted my time teaching you." Xiao Ming cursed as he slumped to the ground. Meanwhile, the extreme light had locked onto its target and fired a devastating beam straight at him. The expedition team thought Xiao Ming was finished and looked triumphant. Bai Jia collapsed to the ground in tears. Le Hoi approached, intending to burn her alive. Deep Tu tried to stop him but was too late. At that critical moment, a holy gust of wind swept through, extinguishing the flames. A tall figure emerged, white-haired, half-human, half-tiger, with wounds rapidly healing. The bald-headed brothers burst into tears at the sight, and Bai Jia fainted in relief. Le Hoi recognized this form. It was a fusion state akin to the legendary first layer overturning heaven, and grew wary. He ordered everyone to unleash full firepower on Xiao Ming. After a series of explosions, Xiao Ming stepped out of the smoke with glowing silver wings on his back. The test was complete. His defense and regeneration in this fused state were both excellent. With a flap of his wings, he created a violent tornado that sent the expedition team flying in all directions. The unconscious Zhou Hu fell in front of Le Hoi. Xiao Ming then punched him, shattering his jaw. Repayment for that busty woman. Le Hoi was knocked into the air but managed to use extreme light to stabilize himself. However, Xiao Ming flew even higher and drove an elbow into his back, slamming him into the ground. And this second hit is for pretending to be a boss in front of me. Trembling, Le Hoi muttered, "Am I really going to die here today?" Just as Xiao Ming was about to finish him off, Deep Tu stepped forward, pleading for mercy. Gong Chengyue also arrived, supporting Bai Jia. They could no longer tolerate the so-called justice their captain upheld. The team was wounded, and the villagers and bald-headed bandits had been freed. Ignoring the plea, Xiao Ming kicked Le Hoi again. Seeing no intention of mercy, Deep Tu and Gong Chengyue challenged him to a fair fight, though it was 2 against 1. Deep Tu launched his inflated sphere again, but this time Xiao Ming punched it back, settling the previous score. As Deep Tu was sent flying, Gong Chengyue's fox spirit bit Xiao Ming's shoulder while Gong attacked from the other side. Xiao Ming grabbed his arm and kicked him away, then flicked the fox off his shoulder. Amid the chaos, Bai Jia was captured by Le Hoi. Xiao Ming immediately gave chase. Le Hoi, relying on a recovery pill, fled with Bai Jia as a hostage, planning to deal with her after escaping Qing Island. While fleeing, he encountered Yan Shang trying to escape. Le Hoi shot him in the leg and interrogated him. It was revealed that everything had been Le Hui's scheme. He manipulated Yan Shang into inciting the bandits, then led his team to eradicate them and build his reputation. Unexpectedly, Wang Situ had appeared and ruined everything. Enraged, Le Hoi killed Yan Shang. At that moment, Duan Chuan and Zhou Hu arrived on the flame leopard and overheard everything. The truth shattered their belief in him. Le Hoi dropped his facade. "You heard it? Then how should I deal with you?" When Bai Jia regained consciousness, both Duan Chuan and Zhou Hu were already dead. Le Hoi even planned to massacre the village, blaming it on a rogue 4-star spirit master. At that moment, Xiao Ming arrived. "What's wrong? Lost and now killing your own people? Captain Justice?" Le Hoi pressed his weapon against Bai Jia's head. Xiao Ming knew the hostage was his only leverage, so he wouldn't dare act recklessly. Taking advantage of every moment of hesitation, Xiao Ming slowly closed the distance. Suddenly, Xiao Gui appeared and bit Le Hui's leg, ruining the plan. Though still out of range, Xiao Ming charged forward. At the last moment, he stopped instead of striking. Realizing Xiao Ming's weakness, Le Hoi kicked him away and shot an arrow into his leg, forcing him to kneel. Seeing Xiao Ming's rapid regeneration, Le Hoi attacked even more viciously. With Bai Jia as a hostage, Xiao Ming could only endure the barrage. Severely wounded, he still gritted his teeth and held on. Bai Jia, heartbroken, told him to ignore her. Xiao Gui crawled toward her but was kicked away by Le Hoi. As he prepared to deliver the final blow, Bai Jia recalled a technique she and Xiao Gui had used. Their contract marks glowed simultaneously, and a massive stone pillar erupted, striking Le Hoi. He never expected his hostage to be a spirit master. As Bai Jia fell, Le Hoi tried to drag her down with him, but Xiao Ming flew up and delivered a direct punch. In the end, both Le Hoi and his extreme light spirit were killed. Soon after, Deep Tu's group arrived. They found Xiao Ming holding Bai Jia and Xiao Gui. Preparing to leave, Xiao Ming said coldly, "So you finally caught up? If betraying comrades, assassinating teammates, and taking innocents hostage is called justice, then I'll kill anyone who follows that kind of justice." Deep Tu explained that before dying, Duan Chuan's bloodfire insects had transmitted the truth. They now knew everything. Xiao Ming turned and flew away. I'll spare your lives. If you want more, come find me at the Bald Castle. Deep Tiu stood there, tears streaming, frozen in place. If Xiao Ming were still there, he'd probably laugh at such a fool. Scene shifts to Lehui's grave. A hooded figure appeared, murmuring, "Dead already? I thought you could become a candidate for the first layer overturning heaven." He took out a fang and dripped blood onto the grave. "Wake up, Lehui, tell me who killed you." The ground trembled, and a hand reached out from the grave.